Deontay, I was just wondering if you could tell us approximately what weight you plan to come in next week on the scale.
Somewhere between the 220s, somewhere up in that. Weight is not going to be what we worry about in this fight or fights in the future. We gained a lot of weight the last fight. Just others' expectation of seeing my body a certain way, and I was interested in seeing my body frame in a certain way as well. But at this moment in time, I go back to what I'm used to and what's comfortable to me and what's comfortable with my body frame, and that's going to be around by maybe the 220s or maybe under.
Deontay, I know why you went up in weight the last time, because you had talked about it a lot before the fight. Did you feel uncomfortable? Did you feel you were too heavy in hindsight, or how do you feel about being 238 for that fight?
Yeah, I felt a little sluggish, a little heavy. I mean, you got to understand, I never been 240 ever in my life before, but it was an experiment that I wanted to try, and we did what we had to do to get the weight put on there, and that's a experience up in the history books for me. So, the only way to become wise is applying knowledge to life, and we've gained a lot of knowledge from that, and now we know what to do leaning forward. So,
I just have one last question for you. During the process after your loss to Fury in the last fight, how close did you come to retiring, and then what was it that made you come back?
Well, I was like 85% out, maybe 15% in. I just felt like I accomplished so much. I've done so much within the business of boxing. I've achieved a lot, and I've done very, very, very well with my finances, to the point where I don't need the business anymore. The business need me, and it's a great feeling to be on the other side of the field, because in my percentage, 98% of fighters don't have nothing to show for once it's over. The only thing they have to show for is a medical history of bills and Parkinson's and speech impairments and the like thereof. The only people that really succeed and still go on to have things to show for, is the promoters and managers. They can go years and years. They can still support their children and still take their children and their grandchildren and support them, while fighters, have nothing to show for. Many times you have old school fighters that, back in the day, the only thing they can say is, oh, he was a great fighter. Back in his time, he was a bad man. But if you look at him and you look at his finances, he can't even support himself. And it's kind of backwards to me, because as the fighter, you are the product. You are what people are coming to see. And then without you, there's nothing, and that's how I feel about that. But what made me come back is being presented a statue. I'm still young, it ain't like I'm old or about to die. That's when people want to give you your flowers and say how great you are when you're retired, or when you're finna get ready to die or have died. And for me, it's not that case. I'm still young, and I was presented a statue. So all my accomplishments have been set in stone within a statue. And to see so many people around the world to come and join hand in hand and unite and commune with me and my children on me getting presented the statue, it made me feel great. And just to see so many men and women, share a tear, and men, break themselves down and tell their kids, this is a real king. This is what this is right here is motivation. This is encouragement right here. This is what you want to be like. And once I seen that, it just kind of made me feel like there's more to that I can do. I'm still young. I only want 3 more. I got 3 more years left in this business that I'm a take part in. And I just felt like it was more for me to do, because I inspire so many, because I motivate so many. And some people live by every word that I say, and they apply it to their life. And that's how you become wise. So, sometimes you have to see certain things, to really realize it, because I hear a lot of things, and you know, I get messages from a lot of things, but it does your heart a little something different when you're able to see it right in front of your face.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.